last week, man, we was all about why it's dating hard in this day and age in 2022. So we got a lot of feedback on that. That's good.
Mm.
Y'all got any feedback in your inbox or anything?
Whole lot.
Yeah.
Whole lot.
Critiques.
Yeah, critiques.
Some critiques, yes.
Critiques, questions,
All
yeah, all of them.
Alright, what ones that really stuck out to you? Because what I really want to do is try to just get y'all, go to that. If y'all got anyone that y'all can really just bring up and go over, y'all can kind of dive into.
Mm-hmm.
We actually got one that we was talking about earlier. Someone had sent you a message.
Yeah, that one.
So we'll go over that today.
Alright, but how y'all vibing with it though, man?
With the show?
Yeah, the show, yeah.
Man, look. You gotta.
I like it. I like it.
Jay, like, tell us about you, bro.
I'm Jay, one half a safe place. Relationships, heartbreak, being in trouble as an adolescent. That's me. Jeff?
Oh, it's on me. Oh, my name is Ja. I am one half of the safe place. Got me on the
See what I'm talking about? Yeah. See?
I mean, I have credentials in mental health, as in like paper. Like I am a therapist, and that sounds nice on paper, but I think what makes
future therapists have my credentials as well.
That's it. But I think the most important thing that I have is I want to air out my perspective as well as your perspective.
Definitely.
That isn't really heard. I think we in an age where like social media, we talked about last episode, where social media is praising the negative aspects of possibly, let's go on to the relationship aspect, the negative aspects of what men ain't doing or what women ain't doing or what women are doing or what men are doing. That is perceived to be the downfall of this generation's love and dating life, which isn't really the case. I think the biggest thing that I can never get, you gotta tell them what you really believe is the purpose of the safe place. The safe place.
The safe place.
Go ahead.
The safe place is somewhere where we can come together and talk reality. That's basically what we want to do here. Is we definitely want to talk reality and show you guys that social media isn't the safe haven to air your business out. It isn't the safe haven to go look at these couples and be like, oh, these are couple goals. It's not reality. A lot of that stuff is falsified to be an idea of what you want. It's not reality.
I think it's important, and then it kind of goes into, because we got a couple of questions, or not even questions, we got a couple of critiques.
We got a lot of critiques.
Yeah.
We got a lot of questions.
Right.
So today we're going to run a couple of those by you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And
all right, let's show, like, what was the main thing of the points, like, what kind of audience base really gravitate to?
I'm going to tell this first.
People. I think we had an interesting conversation, and then it goes into the critiques that we've been getting, where like somehow we critique specifically what women do. Mm-hmm. Well, no, it's not necessarily the case. I think it's a balancing act between not necessarily critiquing what a woman does or critiquing what men are doing, but bringing to light that there's it's a lot more complex than basic he say, she say type of stuff.
Definitely, because we can't just go off of how we perceive things. Mm-hmm. We have to look at the perspective of the woman as well. Mm-hmm. The woman's perspective is very important. So a lot of the critique that we did get were from the women, but not only did we get critique, we got praise as well. Mm-hmm. So we had a lot of women chiming in, talking about you guys did amazing from giving both viewpoints from men and women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you have nobody really just try to bash y'all like that?
Not necessarily bash, but I will say we did get one message that was like, somebody didn't watch the episode clearly. Right. Let's just put it like that.
Can y'all put it?
We can.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
So you're talking about how women try to come into stuff with an expectation. Some of us just want sex partners, or we're just trying to see where things go. But I feel like that's one of the issues with men. They just automatically think we're expecting a relationship.
How you feel about it?
Um,
One of the expectations with men, they feel like she said that we feel like they're just expecting relationships when it could just be the woman wanted just to have sex.
it's interesting because I have to rewatch that episode because I believe that wasn't necessarily the point that neither of us were making in that particular instance. I think going into what she's saying, you can. I think okay. Going into what she's saying about expectations, um, she has a point. There are some men who go in thinking, "Oh yeah, she is wanting more than what I want in the relationship." Very true.
Facts.
At the same time, I don't necessarily think that's a thing that we as men do. As a whole, I think that's not even necessarily a thing that women think that men expect. I think the problem comes into placing expectations in the early investment part.
Definitely.
I think that's the problem. Like I expect you to do this, I expect you to do that. That's where a lot of us kind of get held up. That's where these type of things kind of come in. Where now we look at it as, or like she specifically, not even her, just a woman or just whoever, they can look at it as this person may expect this from me instead of just having or enjoying what you can have with that person. If that makes sense. You got something?
It does. We're all guilty of it. We didn't all came into something with expectations. Me learning from the experiences that I've had in the past, it's better to just be honest with somebody. You have to go in being honest. That way you don't give no false expectations. I want this from you. You want this from me. That's what it's gonna be. Instead of ducking around the bush saying, "Oh, you're the most beautiful girl in the world. I want to be with you." Blase, blase. You get what you get, and then you out of there. You gotta stop lying to people. But that's what I got from that. Play the next part.
Yeah, go ahead.
Relationship, which is not always true. Also, I know from myself experience, when you are dating, you have a child, single men that don't have children, they feel like you're looking for a father, which most of us are not. And then they get like this one dude, he got mad because he was all like,
What's up, dude?
Children. Huge topic.
That's a huge topic. I think it's important to kind of preface whatever she's about to say, saying that everything she's about to say is personal experience. And it's valid 100%, and it's valid 100% to her. At the same time, this ain't a general thing. I think it's important to notice. This may cause a little bit of trouble, whatever. But I think it's interesting that we like to project what we believe a general people will do based on a handful of people that we happen to experience.
Right.
I experienced about 1 or 2 or 3 women, and I have a negative experience. Lied, cheated, whatever. And now I base that experience on what I think women, or how I think women will operate in general.
So basically what you're saying is you allow your past relationships bleed on how you handle women nowadays with children.
How it bleeds, well, not even necessarily how it bleeds on children, but how it just bleeds, period, on just on not even relationships, just on my perspective of women.
Right.
And I think in one way or another, we all suffer from that. We all have those past hurts or whatever. Yeah. And so now we place that hurt on everybody that looks anything similar to that. Right. But going into what she was about going to, the idea about, and then you got to speak on your perspective, because I come from the perspective of not having kids. I'm the brother that expects to be stepdaddy.
Yeah.
I'm the brother apparently that's gonna expect to play stepdaddy with all single mothers. But you the parent. So in your perspective of, I guess, and it's different because you're a man into it, but you're still a parent. And in the midst of your process of dating, when that was happening, how did you operate on that? 'Cause I know it's different compared to how I operate.
So my experiences will differ a little bit because I am a father. I have two boys, a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old. So therefore, when I come into something, I know the expectations that I want this woman to have. I'm a father. These children are with me. I come as a package deal. I can't be with somebody, and I don't want somebody in my life who's not going to accept that. So, like you said, it will be a little different. I've had good experiences with single mothers, bad experiences with single mothers. It's just an expectation thing when it comes to children, because the children are going to be the most important part. If my children can't get along with somebody, it's not going to work. And vice versa. If your children don't get along with me or I don't get along with the children, it's definitely not going to work.